Welcome to the Become Sensible podcast, where we discuss practical accounting, finance, and tax for everyday business. I'm your host, Fiona, and I'm here to show you that no matter what your business financial situation is, you can change it. Good morning and welcome back to the podcast Become Sensible. Today we have a very special episode because we want to discuss about the real work that we do as accountant and how we here as the team can help you to achieve in your business and scale the business as you have start the new year with a new business goal. And today I will have a conversation with my team member. Her name is Aries, and we'll welcome you on to the episode today.
Thank you so much. So jumping in, my first question, we're here to talk about business, but you often talk about architecture and sizing. So why the metaphors?
Accounting is a very boring work, and that is where people hire scary story. If I meet client and I say, okay, your general lecture is misalignment, our client will go to sleep because it's boring. We talk about accounting. But if I talk to them that your slab is like crack, they realize that they building the building of their business is on a very sloppy, like shaky foundation. And like most business owners and founders that we work with, from doing the business from 1 million to 5 million, they are brilliant. They're excellent in the business that they do, but they are operating on the thing that what I call is the standard sideline, which is like they hire a regular accountant, a bookkeeper, to treat them like commodity. But if you do the business at $3 million in revenue, you no longer is a commodity anymore. You are a custom built machine. And using like standard bookkeeping for a high growth company is like try to wear the pen jean that like two size smaller. It's pink some here, it's uncomfortable, and eventually the seam will bust.
When those seams burst, what does that actually look like in a business context?
Is it mean that your banker will call you, say, hey, we cannot accept your loan application. We cannot extend your credit line because we feel like your quality of earning is a little bit a mess. And it's look like the IRS send you a letter say that, can you send the document to verify your undeposit fund on the balance is like $200,000. And you, as the business owner, you don't actually even know what is undeposit fund. But say it in a simple term, it's just like a ghost process. You risk on the paper, but you are basically like bleeding cash in the reality.
Okay, so you said before that at a certain level, not knowing your numbers isn't a mistake. It's considered financial negligence, and that feels really heavy.
And I know it's really heavy. Look, I'm a very empathetic person. And our client actually know that. They know that I understand their position, their situation, their building business is hard. But building business is one of the hardest thing that you can do. Of course, a lifestyle business make $100,000 to $300,000 is normal. But to scale the business to millions of $1,000,000 is one of the very hard things to do. And if you know something is wrong and you keep doing it, it is mean that it's a choice. And I cannot be empathy for the fact that the thing is wrong and you keep doing it. Like one of very famous divorce lawyers say that it's a negligence when the cost of preventing the disaster actually lower than the cost of the disaster itself. And if you spend like 15,000, 25,000 to build a very strong foundation in your business financial, that's the burden of prevention. And the risk of losing like $1 million of expense because you lose the credit line or the loan, or the risk of like you get a $500,000 in tax penalty, to me, refusing to build a strong foundation in your business financial and accounting is a definition of negligence. And it's like you fly the airplane and you say like, no, I don't look down on the antimatter at all. And you say like, oh, because I'm not a number person. The mountain doesn't care whether like you are the number person or not. They just say that it's only care what is the impact of it.
So, how do these founders end up in this pit?
So I think they normally like delegation without verification. They hire the bookkeeper because they feel like they trust them. Of course, we do business because we trust the other people, but trust is not financial controller. It's not at all. It's say the same thing in marriage. People trust their love will stay together forever, but they ignore the technology of the contract. So if our clients say that they trust their accountant, but they don't have a system and think together to control and make sure to manage the financial correctly, that trust is like very shaking. And many bookkeeper or accountant, they are historian. It means they come in, they book a bunch of journal entry to make the number even, but they never tell you, okay, what is going on wrong here? Why you suddenly have a $200,000 in the undeposit fund, and what actually mean for your business? That is where you actually need someone have the function of architecture. Say something is wrong in your building, and what to do to prevent it.
Thank you. So, next, can you walk me through kind of a forensic restoration and what are you actually doing for the 2 weeks?
Yeah, so we normally do say it's forensic restoration, so it's easy for people to understand. We would normally like get people bookkeeping, accounting done in 2-3 weeks, and what we say is like auto spy while your patient is still alive. So we coming in, we look at all detailed transactions for the last 12 months. We will say, okay, you get tax, but you actually didn't make that money, or is this you have a gross profit because suddenly your P&L say that you make $500,000 in profit, and of which you pay extra $75,000 in tax. But we will need to look at in whether you really make that $500,000 at all. And then we look at the structure integrity. What is the system that you actually put it in so that you run the business and scale the business accordingly? So I think like a couple of weeks ago, we basically saved one of our clients $75,000 in tech. He's brilliant in the business, but he run on a very obsolete system. As if like you go into the F1 race with a Camry engine. And there's nothing wrong with Camry engine at all, but you can't use this for F1 race at all. You need to like swap the engine and level of your system so that you can go into the bank and you feel that the term of the bank loan will be on your side because your banker believe in your financial report.
Thank you. So, people say your work is not inexpensive, and that's more than some people pay for a whole year of accounting.
I know. And people think that they hire me for doing accounting. But here we are not doing your accounting. What we do is actually give you certainty. You can pay for a standard size CPA, a bookkeeper, just to do like monthly record for you. And you pay them $500 per month. But what you pay for me is the certainty. It means that if you want to scale the company to $5 million, if you want to secure the credit line of $500,000, you want to be bankable, you want to be stop being a workhorse and become an architecture so that you confidence in hiring people to come in to do the work for your company, then that is what we do. And of course, there's nothing wrong for the business at the level of couple $100,000. That is fine. That is your lifestyle business. That's fine. But you say, if you're not, this is what I want to do. I scale my company into a couple million. I'm so confident in the work that I do, but I don't know whether financial in order to do it. Then that is what we do for you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Those are all my questions.
Okay, thank you so much. So that is one of the things that we want for the people to understand that we're here to serve you and help you to achieve whatever the financial goal that you have for your business. And we're so confident and grateful that we actually have the opportunity to do this thing. Thank you so much for your time today, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next couple episodes.